Aloha y bienvenidos to the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. I'm Dean Martini.
And I'm Niri Martini, and in today's episode, we travel to Cleveland, Ohio to visit Porco Lounge and Tiki Room.
Porco's is the first tiki bar on the edge of the shores of Lake Erie since the Kon-Tiki closed in 1976.
We're so excited to show you, so let's go.
We're at Porco's Lounge and Tiki Room on the west side of Cleveland, on West 25th Street, just outside of downtown Cleveland, with Stefan, the owner of Porco's. Thank you for inviting us into your Tiki Room.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
So tell us, how did this all come about?
So back in 2011, my wife and I, we live right behind this building, and we always wanted this building. And it's a piece of investment property, and an opportunity happened in 2011, and we were able to negotiate and figure out. I was in a different line of work in manufacturing, and was looking at other options at that point, real estate being one of them. And with there being a bar and a liquor license attached to this property, it wasn't currently operating. We thought, how cool would it be to open our own bar? And we started to think of, what could we do? Neither one of us had any experience in the service industry, and a lot of our friends were getting into tiki at the time, and we're like, well, what if we opened a tiki bar and just, it's something different. It's not another craft beer bar or sports bar that Cleveland's been known for. And we just started putting some feelers out there. We did attend the Hukilau in 2012, and that kind of sealed the deal for us. We were like, we're going to build a tiki bar. And it was our first trip to the Maikai, and just the whole world. We weren't really immersed in it like we are now, and didn't realize there was a whole new subculture dedicated to it. So we're very happy to be a part of it now.
So back then in 2011, you said that was probably your first experience in a tiki, the Hukilau, and
well, I mean, there was always that pop culture of it where, my parents grew up with it. Cleveland had the Kon-Tiki, and they had fond memories of that. Everybody had a tiki mug knocking around their house, or some swizzles in the drawer. And
sure.
So, and there was nothing ever bad associated with it. All the home basement bars, they weren't all necessarily tiki, but those dungeons that everybody's grandparents had,
right.
We grew up with, and it was just, everybody at some point in their life wants to have their own place and their own space. This really is an extension of our home. Like I said, we live 500 feet behind here, and this is our living room.
Yeah.
And we invite people in it every night.
Yeah, this place is fantastic. And you mentioned the Kon-Tiki. I think, is this the first tiki bar since the Kon-Tiki?
Yes,
in Cleveland.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and you also have a lot of artifacts from the original Kon-Tiki in Cleveland.
Correct. Yes, we were very fortunate when we had returned from the Hukilau. We really started to do some research in earnest, and it unveiled not only the cocktail end, which is what my focus was the cocktails and how in depth they went, and all the work of Jeff Beach Bumberry and the layers that pulled off, and then getting involved with Tiki Central and learning the history and everything that came about. And I thought, how cool would it be to, have this any kind of connection to Cleveland's past? And
right.
Everybody just kept steering me towards Tiki Dave, and he was the guy that knew and did all things Kon-Tiki Cleveland. And I had the fortunate opportunity to my friend Dave, and he did have most of this collection, his home and in storage. And through a number of deals and horse trades and everything, we were able to outfit a good portion of this place with the original artifacts from the Kon-Tiki.
Yeah, and from what I understand, not all of them are totally on display. You have some still stored, or is
The majority of it is out. Yeah, I mean there is some random bamboo decorative things that were, documented as being there, but we just haven't found a place. But most of the statues, the fixtures, and things you see are out on display right now.
Yeah, and that's one of the cool thing about tiki bars, especially like Porco's, that they have that history behind it. Not just from now, you have several years already being established, but you have all this really cool artifacts from the past, all our tiki past, our tiki history here. So, I mean, that's definitely one of those, added attractions that we can take advantage of. And, you can sit around this bar and you just take it all in.
Absolutely. No, that's a big part of it, and it's a big part of preserving it. That's what I say that we're curators of this, and it should be on display for the public. And so we get to tell that story and explain to people, not just the history of tiki in the United States, but we're also, a lot of these things come from exotic islands, and where did they come from?
Right.
Who did some of this artwork, and respecting those cultures that, provided us with a lot of the really true native art to some of these islands that, we as Americans took and created tiki with.
Right. Okay. And now for Porco's, what is Porco's signature drink?
Our number one selling cocktail would be the Painkiller. Very popular, originated from the Soggy Dollar in Coast Van Dyke, British Virgin Islands. My wife and I just traveled there about 3 weeks ago and got to pay homage to the birthplace of it, and it's beautiful. It's everything you would expect a wonderful cocktail like that coming from, and it's so simple. I think that's part of its allure is it's everything you expect out of a tropical cocktail, and it's very simple that can be made at home. And it's not one of the more elaborate cocktails, which my favorite cocktail and our number 2 selling cocktail is the zombie. And to make a zombie at home proper with all of the ingredients, it's very time-consuming.
Trust me, I've made my share.
Right. So nobody wants to sit around and make courgette, to make the flernum, to make all of these things. And there are some very good products out there on the market now that didn't exist until a few years ago that make some great syrups that can be bought at home. We still do everything in-house from scratch, and I'm very proud of that cocktail, as are the bartenders. And it is kind of like you said with history. It's drinking history in a glass.
It is.
Being able to let the guests know, where. One fact I like to tell people is, in a couple of years, the zombie the recipe will be 100 years old. 2033 is not that far away,
Right.
And that will be mark 100 years for Trader Vic's Mai Tai. All of these cocktails we kind of accept as modern cocktails, but we're looking at a century.
Right. And like you said, something like a zombie or a Mai Tai, you can taste the history in it.
Sure. People definitely drank different back in the day, and they drank with a purpose. We will forever have earned the reputation of the strongest cocktails in Cleveland. So, and that's because we adhere to the original recipes. We're not the place where you have to come and have half a dozen drinks to have a good time. 1 or 2 drinks are going to set you right here. So,
Right, exactly. And they are delicious.
very glad to hear it.
Yeah. And moving on from that, with the revitalization, the resurgence of tiki across the country over the past 20 plus years, now with Porco's here, with a couple other tiki bars around Ohio that are reestablishing tiki bars in the Midwest. With that, now has come along Mai Tai Mayhem, which Porco's was a part of.
Yes.
So tell us about that. I mean, it basically doubled or more.
Really amazing. It was an honor and a privilege to be part of that experience, another so small part of it, to be honest. The organizers did a fantastic job of, and that's one thing a lot of the people don't understand is how much work go into these things. And again, all of the credit goes to the organizers and the volunteers that make these things happen, because we get to come into events like that or the Hukilau or other pop-ups in other cities, and we have our set list. We're very prepared. We come in, we rock the show, and then we say thank you and carry on. Whenever the opportunity presents itself that we can volunteer and help out, we do, because we know what a task it is. And for all those people that get to enjoy it, have those opportunities, take care of the volunteers and the organizers, because it is a thankless job, but the end result is the thanks and the people wanting to return and support it. And we will always do that whenever we can, because it's part of keeping the culture alive and passing it down.
Definitely.
Creating new fans.
Okay, no, and I think that's what you guys are all doing together as a group, which is one of the fantastic things about Tiki and the Tiki Ohana.
And that is another thing, the Ohio Hana, which was formed last year's Hukilau by the folks down at Tiki Underground, and collectively with the 4 Ohio Tiki bars. We all came together as one unit, as the Ohio Hana, where we can provide 4 unique experiences for an event at any given time if we come together, and we will bring our own unique cocktails and provide that experience, and we have fun together. We all work together. It's not competition.
Of course.
It's collaboration. And to see that occur not only in the cocktail industry, but within Tiki, it seems like second nature, but in the bar business and everything else, it's kind of like unheard of, where people that would be in direct competition of each other would be coming together to support each other for another cause. And again, it only promotes and helps the scene and us.
Well, it's wonderful to see that kind of partnership with everybody together, and the Tiki in the Midwest is continuing to grow with the rest of the country and with Tiki.
It's very cool that it has its own identity as well. Where Tiki was born on the East Coast or West Coast, it is a very different vibe to how there was a difference between even on the West Coast, you had the beachcomber style and the trader style. Well, Midwest Tiki has its own brand of uniqueness, because it means so much more to us in terms of its escapism. Where on the West Coast, you have palm trees. So going into a building that has palm trees isn't really, you have to go another extra step to make you feel like you're removed from where you were just outside. It's already tropical and balmy, and you're in paradise. When you're in the Midwest in the middle of winter and you walk into a place that has palm trees and tikis and torches and things like that, you truly are being transported to an exotic location.
Exactly.
It means all that much more, and possesses that much more mysticism to the guests. And we really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic with the escapism that's been created here at Porco's. And I want to thank you again for inviting us into the extension of your home.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you. Greatly appreciate it. We look forward to many more successful years and for Tiki to continue to grow, not just in Cleveland, but in Ohio and through the Midwest. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, we just thank everyone for the support over these past 11 years, and we look forward to many more. It's been great to see to be able to introduce this culture and these cocktails to people, and to just really our brand of hospitality here in Cleveland. And we have more to offer than just Tiki, and we love sending people to. We're champions of Cleveland, the city, and we want people to come and enjoy everything that we have to offer. We're just one aspect of it, but we love Cleveland. We love the visitors, the supporters, and we invite you to come.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it again. Thanks for being on the show and inviting us into your home.
Stefan was a great host, and we want to thank him again for his hospitality.
I'm really happy to know that Cleveland has a tiki bar of its own again.
Yeah, I know. And you know what else I know?
What do you know? Or what do I know?
That they have some of the tastiest cocktails and their food was so delicious. He didn't lie when he said his Painkiller was a bestseller.
Oh, he didn't lie about the zombie either. Oh, it was fabulous and the presentation was awesome. And like you said, the food is also outstanding. They have this great menu. We got to try some of their bowls. I think it was like a pork bowl and they were delicious.
We can't wait till next time, till we go again. Might be sooner than we think, because Mai Tai Mayhem 2026 is just around the corner.
And we have our seats reserved for the Tiki Bar Tour at Mai Tai Mayhem. So keep an eye out for that episode.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
We'll see you next time on the Tiki Talk Show with Dean and Niri Martini. Mahalo.
Gracias.